the Titan. That tier 3 tower slowly chipping down. S4, he's repositioning to go for a nice hook shot in to then Cog burn, and that's what he's done to the back lines. Cogs trying to hold him here. The buyback from the Faceless Void. Still 25 seconds until Chrono Sphere is up, but Faceless, they are retreating. They want to run out this one. Notel wants to fight. 18 seconds. Hook shot. S4. It's going to miss. Remember, it's still the Aghanim Scepter upgrade, so he'll have it up in just a bit. OG, they still want to fight. S4, 4 seconds before he can go for a hook. They need just a little bit of vision. The Rocket will try and grant that. They'll see the Sandstorming escape as the Shackles onto Ice. Notel jumps in. 1 second. Chronosphere is up, but where's your target? Jabs came in to leave just as quick as he entered, but it's the back line. The double Yule Scepter up while you have the Chronosphere holding the Sand King in position. It also held Ana and S4. Maybe not part of the original plan, but they find the kill. SK buys back. They have the Shrine to TP into, so S4 trapped. The Blade Mail trying to protect him for the moment, but it'll wear off as well. S4, hook shot down. He doesn't survive this. 1 second to force off. It won't happen. Jabs able to find that kill. Nuts was also going to be there to put the icing on the cake with the Frost.
Perfect reset by Faceless. I think Black even BOT'd back to like the top shrine or the top creep wave. He didn't BOT back to base, so in case OG wanted to keep on pressing forward, they still have to deal with the Naga side of this fight. And that's a second buyback coming out from them. It's been a long extended fight from them, but OG on their last lifeline as they defend this high ground siege.
Yeah, the spirits are down. Hold them back. Here comes your ET split. They commit. Faceless Void's in there as well. The double Starfall. XY. Timeline is off the damage. Now they turn off the Song of the Star and the Burrow Strike in Epicenter. The damage is there. Notel. Time walks it off. They did lose Nuts, and now they keep fighting. Black needs to do his damage while Jirax puts him to sleep for the moment. They isolate Jabs. Ana is focusing on those supports, able to bring him down 110 seconds without buyback as Faceless Void stands his ground against Ice. The cool spray stacks. Gotta be careful when they start stacking up on you, not to mention Nasal Goose. Jirax looking for another stop. Cannot catch out Ice. OG is still costly. They still have to expend buybacks, but they do hold their racks. They keep Faceless from claiming the momentum of the lane.
And double power runes now. DD up, Roshan up very, very soon. Faceless probably just need one more Aegis before they can actually start relaxing a little bit. The gem was taken from
it's in the hands of Jirax from Nuts. Oh, well, that's one way to try and control him. The Lotus Yules.
Yeah, Bristleback is still quite unstoppable. And now he's level 25 with his full stack damage. Tired of being ignored.
Now it shall be there.
Still, the stomp, I think, from Elder Titan has disabled. Like, if you had that quest, disable heroes, you had it like 20 minutes ago. It's incredible how much he's controlling these people with these fights. Like, maybe at some point he can get like a axe, I suppose, if he could ever.
The Radiant should really do something.
He is going for a scepter, or sorry, a scythe, to potentially add more log onto killing this Weaver. And Weaver has just been
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Skin of his teeth.
That's not gonna hold.
They really do need that control. As you mentioned, like the damage isn't there, so it's up to Jirax, it's up to Fly to continue to keep this control going. The Chronosphere from Notel, he'd love to use it. The tier 2 tower's being attacked, still 18 seconds before SK's back up and running. They take the tier 2 tower. Pushing beyond this doesn't make a lot more sense, especially when if they lose this fight, Roshan could then be picked up by Faceless shortly after. He is in that potential spawn time, even though he's a minute and a bit away. Or they find the courier. Nothing of value was on it. But they really want to get some level more of this map control, more of some of the gold as well that comes from killing off these buildings. When you commit to Mass Serpent Wards, you know you don't want to fight the arrow. It actually hit onto Jabs. They just keep pushing him further and further away from the OG lineup.
I think Ana is going to start coming into the forefront in terms of doing damage. The network between the two right clickers is like Murano versus the Weaver. The Weaver is way far behind, and
gets the Burrow Strike. He found Jirax. X4 just leaves him. He hook shots away and says, "Bye, son. It was nice knowing you." You'll step her up towards the air. This is actually a big loss because it's got the Gem of True Sight. Oh wait, yeah, it is a loss. The Frostbite is there from Nuts, so the Gem of True Sight will be lost.
He almost got away there. Oh, that would have been devastating for them. So let's check out the Roshan respawn. Wow, almost maximum time.
Yeah, Faceless are having to wait. We get our next major item up. The full Satanic is now completed for the Faceless Void. He did hit level 25 and has that plus 600 cast range on the Time Walk.
Yeah, he's definitely needs that because he's having issues getting kited. I think the Root and the Frostbite in particular. He doesn't have Lincolns, he doesn't have Mana Style. No way to break free unless he has BKB. But BKB is all the way down to 5 seconds time on him. So he is the prime target for all these Roots and ensnares.
Oh, they're waiting. Right now, Nuts is a ward, sitting inside the pit. He's just watching and waiting. And eventually, Ice will come in. Luckily, OG has something which is a little bit easier to use, which is the Clockwork Rocket.
Oh, nice.
So OG is actually going to be the team that discovers that Roshan's up first, but we're basically at max spawn time anyway, so both teams should be aware of it.
Faceless do have their Shrine, though. OG, without that, it's going to be tough for them to take the fight. Especially when Faceless can easily like reset, go back to the Shrine with sleep and then fight again.
Faceless are in there.
They might have 2 lives.
S4 just uses Rocket on the mid lane as well, so they're not going to get that early vision. Elder Titan, Durax is back at the tier 3 town, so they don't have that. So it looks like OG, they're going to let Roshan go. Even Clockwork using his hook shot to try and bring down Illusions. The Spirit's coming out now from Durax, so maybe too late. Roshan's down to 3k, and the Spirit won't get there in time. In fact, it can't even reach the pit. So Aegis Immortal plus Keep now into the hands of Faceless.
Piece of work.
Aegis will be collected up by XY, the cheese into the hands of the SK.
They need to make sure this bottom lane doesn't get out of control. Fly's still down there, so in case they try and push mid right now, he could just drop the wards onto the T3, get a 3T3, then take on Shrine, that they'd be in pretty good control of this game. Looks like they want to nip it straight in the bud, going for the quick kill on the Fly.
Need a moment. Sweaty hands. He did have 4 of those heat packs in his hands at the very start of the game.
Keep those fingers warm.
Mm-hmm. Gotta keep the crowd pleased every time we put Ice on camera.
He's so nervous.
But still such a tense moment. 37, 35, 50 minutes in. There's 8,000 advantage to going the way of Faceless, but I'm wondering really if you want to count any of this now. Like you take a team fight. Now Faceless actually have a really good way to start bringing down buildings if you win the team fight. It's not really the same for OG. OG is still going to be in that position where they have to start repairing their lanes. Like pushing the Miranda down the side lane, pushing Shadow Sharma down another side lane, because Black's Illusions are continuously adding pressure on every single lane of OG.
Yeah, especially with the Arcane Rune, which is going to be pretty common now.
There is the one upside. It's allowing them to farm the creep waves from the safety of their tier 3 towers every time it pushes. So the net worth is not looking too shabby for the Faceless Void as well as the Mirana. They are keeping up. And do we actually start reaching a point as well where Black's net worth, all this money he's picking up, becomes ineffective? Like he's looking towards a Bloodthorn as his next major item, but he's practically 6 slot.
I think you can throw a Moonshard on Bristle and or Weaver, and it would still be very, very effective. Almost as good as them buying it themselves, I would say, in terms of gold spent, but I'm not sure. They just need one good Chronosphere, and it should be on Black because, as you mentioned, he is slot limited at this point, and flying back on the other tower is going to be your first step to victory if you're OG.
Yeah. She buys back, BT's in, and all of a sudden we're playing the same song all over again.
On him. They also have like no great physical mitigation on Naga Siren. Naga Siren didn't commit for the butterfly, so he's hitting at full strength, especially during those 5 seconds.
Nortel needs to get out of here right now. The jump up jab. Does he do what he does? The blind Burrow strike. He finds him 1 second till time walk. So Nortel get a little bit more distance. Still got the beetle on him, so know exactly where he's going. Even getting mini bashed up by the Monkey King for 1 more second. Another time walk. BKBs, and he jumps right into Nuts. He's actually locked in the tree line. They forced up to reveal Nortel's position in the epicenter. Faceless Void will fall. Support couldn't arrive for OG. S4 was thinking about coming in, but Ice kept him out. So his defense time buyback is available for Nortel, but at this point of the game, you don't want to expend that money.
He also doesn't have BKB if he buys back. He can just get slept on his Chronosphere and do nothing.
Dire scenario for those top barracks.
Very, very problematic. OG has a decision to make. Is it worth to defend this top racks? They're currently losing their range rack. It's not the melee that's under pressure just yet.
The thing is, you had to buy back on Faceless Void, but he's probably just waiting for his BKB. 13-second time, but that's going to be 1 rack down for sure.
Yeah, Ice, hook shot gonna miss jabs. He's literally standing still under the sandstorm. don't find their target just yet. Ice will do the work, and OG make the decision. The top rank isn't worth it. The second ranks will be, however. There's your buyback from the Faceless Void. Hook shot out. Perfect. Actually clips Weaver on the way through. Naga Siren now thinking about the song of the Siren. Clockwork is invis for the moment as the Moonlight Shadow, but thanks to that gem of True Sight, they're able to see him. So Clockwork will fall. Also buyback available for S4. He might have to use it. Anna caught out. Liquor Spear will trigger, but there's your Chronosphere. Out from Notel, catching XY as well as Ice. They want that Weaver down. They are able to achieve it, but the Aegis Immortal will trigger on him. Ice is falling down low. He's got the cheese available. So you may think this is a fight, but with the cheese being triggered off, Ice back into the world of fighting. And the trouble is S4. He's too far out. Hook shot available, keeping the SK now out of the sandstorm, but S4 will fall. A die back out from him. Keep pushing him back underneath the towers. OG need to defend, but the double burrow strike. Perfect from Jab, playing out of his mind. He needs more damage, and they've got it in droves from Faceless. The subfall damage from Anna completely actually walked out there from the Weaver. Time lapsing it off. OG, they're running out of people, and they've run out of hope. GG. Faceless will eliminate OG in a 2-1 battle in the lower bracket.
Why is Ice not even sitting?
It is another day in the office.
He's not even happy.
You know what? Everything happened as expected. Yeah, I'm good with this. Yeah, we won. I know that. Solid performance.
Finally, they got their teamwork together at the end. That sleep isolation at the end, they isolated S4. Everyone else was up, and they just killed the Clockwork. Some small mistakes here and there, but at the end of the day, they just let Black have a lot of free form. It was very hard for them to contest.
It really was. Such great play. Game 2 and Game 3, an absolute highlight for Faceless.
I'm very happy for Faceless.
Yeah, it's about time they deserve to win like this, because it's not the end of the road. They've still got a long way to go. In fact, they've got another series coming up after this, so their day is not done. But slowly and surely, they're pushing their way maybe into the lower bracket final up against Evil Geniuses.
I'm surprised that Jabs has transitioned